So evidently there was some stuff that I bought that I never really told you guys about like a month or so ago. I got this TI 2502 calculator. It's basically a complete set, because even though it probably had styrofoam in there, I don't care if it doesn't have styrofoam. I still consider it a complete set. But it even comes with a nice case for the calculator and whatnot. That was well worth the purchase. I don't have any old vintage calculators in their complete box and stuff like that. Then I got Infiltrator 2 for the IBM PC. You play as a character named Johnny Jimbo Baby McGibbets. That's... wow. Just... if anybody... really? What a stupid name. Anyway. And I got this better working 8-in-1. That name doesn't fill me with confidence. What was the first one, shit? I mean... oh well, it probably has some programs that'll be useful. But still, better working. Not good, not great, not bad, just better working. We just did like a Craigslist type pickup. Got a bunch of stuff. That's that kind of crap. I remember Alex had that. That was kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. This Madagascar, I don't know if that might be good.
I don't know.
Your controllers?
Yeah, look at the stand.
I know, I thought that was cool.
Huh.
And these, I always need these.
Memory cards are always handy to have.
And
oh, Mad Cats, they're kind of crap.
I don't know what that is.
Mad Cats is a third-party developer, or not really third-party, an unlicensed developer of products, like cheap controllers and whatnot.
Is it a code thing?
It's a thing for watching DVDs on your PlayStation 2.
Well, that's kind of cool.
It might work, but...
can't hurt.
Yeah. I went over to my dad's house to film my vacuum cannon video, which you guys have probably already seen that so far, or hey, maybe that's after this. I can't guarantee. And I'm using my dad's internet connection so I can upload today's video, or not today's, but a couple days ago actually, because this is in the future. So I decided I'm gonna clean up a little bit more down here. I think I'm gonna move my IBM PC over to my Missile Command arcade cabinet. I'm going to be working on this, but I'll do that after I fix the Mappy machine. This Mappy cabinet has been just torturing me for months, ever since I bought it. I can't get it to work right. I think probably what I'll do is, instead of trying to figure out how the Electro Home Geo7 monitor works, I'm just going to replace all the capacitors in it, and that should fix it. You know, it just occurred to me, I still have my GameCube and my Nintendo 64, or at least one of my GameCubes and one of my Nintendo 64s here, because I was going to have a friend come over a while ago. I haven't had a friend come over to my house in like 7 years. And, well, he didn't end up coming over, so I still haven't had a friend come over for 7 years. But I still have this here, so I'm thinking, what if I hook this up to the television? See if that works anymore. Ah, well, evidently I need another power strip, because I only have two connectors. One is going to the light up here, and one is going to the power strip that I made a long time ago, powering this computer, which is uploading. I can't unhook that. What do you have on you? Anyway, so my lawnmower keeps breaking on me. The chain keeps coming off. So I'm going to build myself a chain tensioner. And I'm going to be using the same chain tensioner that was originally on it, but I'm going to reconfigure it so it doesn't keep breaking and wearing out. And I might just have one roller, because really, all I care about is the bottom part of the chain. So there's two ways that I see I could do this. One, I could have it pulling this way. I could have a spring then going from here to something else. That'd be pretty simple, but that could easily just pop off. Unless I were to put a piece of wood here to keep it in line. Another way is to have it hinged on the bottom so it pushes up. But it's too damn hot out here. It's almost 100 degrees. Screw this, let's go walk in the woods. Lots of poison ivy and poison oak here. This sucks. It was pretty bad before, but now that the trees are getting all their leaves open, there's less light down here to let stuff grow. I haven't really gone past that area anymore. I think I will try to clean that out today. A lot of poison oak. So I've gone through the woods a little bit and I've cleaned it out. I've at least gotten all the poison oak out of the way. Ever since that guy who owns this told me that I can't mow it anymore, I haven't been mowing it, so I haven't been keeping it up. But he said I can still have a trail here, so I think he just doesn't want the noise to bother his dogs. So I'm thinking about getting an old reed mower, one of those push mowers, maybe putting a little 12-volt motor on it to help it go, just for assistance, and driving that back here. That'd be quiet. So either A, he probably wouldn't care, or B, he just wouldn't hear it, so it wouldn't matter. It's so weird, there's almost no wind out right now. Usually we're kind of windy, or at least gusty. I think there's probably a storm coming in, that's probably why. See this stuff? This is poison oak. You can see with 5 leaves. That stuff sucks. Thankfully I've been going out here so much, or going out in the woods ever since I was like 5 or whatever, that I started to develop a pretty nice immunity to it. I used to be really bad against poison ivy and poison oak. One time I even had to take steroids because it was going to mess up my immune system. So now I kind of have like a personal vendetta against poison oak. Thankfully it's not being too bad back here because it's really shady. So I think maybe that's the reason why I hadn't grown up much. Because I haven't mowed this in months. And I just today went back here and cleaned it up. I haven't gone past here. So as you can see, it hasn't grown up too bad. You can definitely tell where I've mowed before and where I haven't mowed before. I think I'll call it quits here because I don't want to get too bad poison oak. Look at those butterflies, or whatever they are. Playing around. Or maybe they're mating. Don't know. I really need to build myself a small, rudimentary wood shed. Or not wood shed, tool shed. For all these tools I have. Mostly meaning like long tools. Like these sickles, or size, whatever you want to call them. They're just too big to have them in one of my storage sheds. I'm thinking about building like a small, crappy little wood, tool shed that I'd have over here. It would just probably be about 3 feet by 3 feet. I would put that white door on it, and it would have all like my shovels and stuff in it. And I'd just drill like 4 or 6 holes in the concrete and just mount it on there. Wouldn't have to be anything fancy. I don't know if I'll ever get this chainsaw ever working. It's got a bunch of water in the engine. Ow! Fucking hell. That's the first thing I ever welded. Definitely have to keep that. That was like probably 8 years ago or so. Every year I tend to buy a bunch of fireworks, but then I really never set them off. Pretty cool. Well, I found these 2 buckets. They have interesting old stuff that was left over in my old yard back before we moved. That welding rod's probably shot. Over here we have any more stuff. Like, hey, looks like an old fan. This is the handle to an old 1940s milk truck. This is on the hood. You'd open that up. I used to have the whole hood, but then I scrapped it. Oh, there's a lot of nice stuff in here. These items right here are some of the little bits and pieces that I bought the first time I ever went to the Jacksonville Steam Engine Festival. This is the headset to an old 1980s dictaphone. Hey, I wonder where that thing went. I could definitely use that for something. Maybe a steam engine. Testing. Hey, awesome, it works. It's very stiff. Oh right, I forgot to tell you guys, I got those 2 propane tanks. Those would be useful for something, maybe converting something to run off propane, like a car or something. My neighbor gave that to me for mowing their other lot. That's the yard over there where they have their dogs play around and stuff like that. They don't mow it very often, that's why it always gets really crappy back there. It basically turns into the woods. And it just sucks to mow that. That's why they gave me 2 tanks, evidently. It's really bumpy and roots and stuff. And pieces of metal. But that was awesome payment. It only took me like 15 minutes to mow it on my mower. I might fill one of them with hydrogen. I might make an electrolysis machine to electrolyze water to make hydrogen. Then I can run stuff off hydrogen. That'd be pretty cool. Well, it looks like that procrastination paid off, because I just had an idea of how I could hook this on here. I think I will go with the idea of having it sitting like this, and then just having the spring that originally with it, tensioning it, pulling it this way. The main issue why I wasn't doing that was because it would very easily pop off. Well, I can take off this cotter pin, and there's actually enough room, oh fuck. There's actually enough room for me to make another piece of metal that'll go down. That way, it wouldn't go this way because it would hit this piece of metal, and it wouldn't go that way because the chain would hit this piece of metal. So it would stay in the right place. Then I would just have to worry about hooking that spring, which I just dropped, up here to something. And I might be able to just hook it right to this little loop, or this little hole right in the casing. I'll try that. That's awesome. Ah, fuck. Hey, and I found a use for that old welding rod that I found in my shed. So I think my new chain tensioner will work a lot better than how it was originally designed. Let's put it on. here it's all back together, and there's the chain tensioner. I changed the design a bit so it's going up like this, but oh well. Wonderful. So I'm very happy with this design. I know it's not ideal, but it is better than what it was before. I have a hunch that I forgot to hook that down. Well, I think I'll call that quits for today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. See ya!